Welcome back to the channel and thank you very much for clicking on this video. In this video I am joined by my son Tom and I'm really pleased because today is his first ever wild camp. I think you'd agree that he's done really well getting to the summit of this one with that 50 litre pack, and it was full, so he's carried his fair share of stuff. You know, it's obviously a bit big for you, it's an adult sized pack, so you did really well there. No complaining, just got on with it, and it's quite a grueling ascent in this really hot day. So we are at a location which probably will be familiar to lots of you, really favourite location of mine. We've got some fantastic views as per over to Longridge Fell. You've got Fair-Snape, Beacon Fell, Parlick, and then we can look over to the Yorkshire Three Peaks behind us. We got chatting to a few people on the way up that told us that there's going to be lots of activity in the solar system tonight, namely the aurora. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, we might see some of that. We'll have to see when it goes dark. Potentially a bit of haze is going to set in, but fingers crossed. If that, you know, makes a show for us tonight, it'll be the icing on the cake for your first wild camp. We've got a few beers. Tom's got a few Dr Peppers. We're in the Nordisk Halland 2, the lightweight variant, and we're joined by my friend Ant and his son Charlie. We're going to have a fantastic time on this camp. So we're going to get set up, and we'll speak to you in a bit.
Bye guys.
So the interior of this one is it's a two-person tent, but yeah, it's really generous. I normally bring this myself, 1.4 kilos for a tent this size, with this really technical sil nylon fabric, nice and light. So there is my, in inverted commas, old Neoware X-Lite. I've had that for many years. I've got the first version when they came out, and here we have the new version, the NXT Max. This is the rectangular version. So Tom's going to be on that, still going strong, and don't forget Thermarest warrant their products for life, so if it develops a fault and it can't be repaired, they will just replace it. So when you invest, and I use that word intentionally, in a Thermarest, you are sort of in peace of mind that you've got a mat for life. Let's get them inflated and we'll get the sleeping bags in, and soon we will crack open the first beer. You ready? Well, we've all enjoyed our evening meal, really nice and tasty. Tom loved his burgers, real tarmac meal was really nice. Charlie had his lovely pasta, and Ant had his nice curry. We've got a few beers, Ant's got some red wine. Tom and Charlie are just sort of exploring the summit area. Got a little walk up to the trig point and back, and I've brought the drone along with me, so when the sun gets a little bit lower we will get that up and I'll try and sort of bring you some of the views which we're looking out to. But if I turn you around, we're looking north, go to Yorkshire, Pen-y-Ghent, the flat distinctive summit of Ingleborough and the great hulk of Whernside just to the left. as we move round, looking across the Forest of Bowland area with Parlick Pike, First Nape Fell, Longridge and Beacon Fell. So couldn't have really got any better in terms of the weather for Tom's first wild camp. I always mention at the end of my videos to get the younger generation up and away from the screens, unless you're watching these videos, but out, all jokes aside, into the outdoors, learn about nature and wildlife, you know, sort of learn what things are, learn some great life skills. I think it's really important. So it's really good for Tom to get him out on this, teaches him some sort of resilience, independence, decision making, and he's obviously making friends with Charlie there, which is always good to see. So I think it's a really healthy start in life if you can get your little ones into the outdoors. So if you've got any questions, or you'd like to know any tips, or you know, bits of gear which you might want to get started off to enjoy camping or wild camping with your family or your children, just let me know in the comments below this video. But for now, we're going to let the sun set, and I'll bring you back hopefully in the air.
How was your first night in the tent, Tom?
Really good. I liked
Relaxing?
I liked it. Yeah, relaxing. I really want to do it again.
Well, don't worry about that. 10 out of 10?
Definitely.
Usual, no trace left other than some flattened grass. This is a bit of a popular spot, so it's usually quite flat here. And that's how you should always leave your campsite, at the end of a camp. That's the end of another fantastic wild camp. Memorable one, this one, because it was Tom's first.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Good fun. And that's what it's all about. Get the younger generation out there, teach them, respect and enjoy the outdoors, and hopefully they'll be following in our footsteps if we get it right. But a cracking time. Ant, Charlie.
Thank you.
Good camp.
Yeah.
Good
awesome
fun.
Camp.
Yeah.
Really cool. Yeah. Cheers, man.
I'll leave a link to Ant's video and his channel in the description box below. Check out his version of this. He makes some cracking videos, and he's also recently got a camper van, so if that's your bag, have a look at some of Ant's stuff in his camper van as well. Go and enjoy the great outdoors yourself, look after it, respect it, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Take care.